There are many virtual electric pianos on the market for you to choose from, but none of them make you feel like you're actually playing the real thing. Well, the Advanced Instrument Research Group at DigiDesign have produced an electric piano instrument that does just that, and it's called Velvet. And it's the first virtual instrument where you'll feel like you just want to sit down and play it. It sounds incredible. We're going to take a listen to 4 examples. We're going to hear the Mark I, followed by the Wurlitzer, then the suitcase piano, and we'll end up on the Fender Rhodes Mark II. Take it away, Dave. Now let's check out the Wurlitzer. Now let's hear the suitcase piano. And finally, let's hear the Fender Rhodes Mark II. Now Dave, before he was the general manager of DigiDesign, he was a New York-based session and touring musician. And Dave helped to put the finishing touches with the a.i.r group to Velvet. So how's it going, Dave?
Pretty good, Phil.
Now, I said in the beginning that there were many different electric piano instruments out there on the market. What are some of the differences between, say, Velvet and the competition?
I think the biggest difference is simply that there are so many idiosyncrasies that you find in some of these earlier electric pianos. I mean, each note and the way they all sound, they're all different from one another. And I think we've really done a pretty good job of capturing those things in a way I haven't heard before. For example, you know, when you play a note really quietly on a Rhodes, it has a totally different quality than when it's louder. And of course, they all try to do that. But listen to what this does here. Like, when you hit a note really hard from when it's soft, it sort of splats.
Right,
you get the sound of the damper going back against the hammer.
What about the low notes?
The low notes, they almost kind of like, well, they splat really in a big way. The pitch changes so they go sharp and then flat and sharp.
Well, I've noticed that some of the other instruments, they sort of sound a bit sterile.
Yeah.
Compared to this.
And this is just not as static of a sound, and it sort of changes through the register in a very, very accurate way. The other thing that I think was a kind of cool thing they did is they captured what they were calling in the user interface the mechanics of the sound, and that is the sound of the Rhodes itself unamplified. In other words, I can turn the pickups all the way down here, and we're just hearing the sound of the Rhodes, just like what it would sound like in the room when it wasn't
If you were to sit down and play it.
This is what it sounded like a lot of times while I was waiting for the record button to come on.
Right.
So I can turn this up just a little bit, and it will be pretty much like, this is what it's like when it was really quiet and Stevie Wonder was playing in the studio.
Give us a few licks.